Join as shapes by Mesh Topology, and why you need it. For this quick example, we'll use the default cube. And to properly explain the purpose of this add-on, I will go to Edit, Preferences, and in the Interface section turn on Developer Extras. Now, when I switch to Edit mode, I can turn on the Indices overlay, which shows us the index of each vertex in the mesh. Here's vertex 0, vertex 1, 2, 3, and so on. This is internal information about the data structure for a mesh. Normally you don't need to see this information. Let's duplicate our cube and look at the vertex indices. As a duplicate, we can see that both meshes have their vertices indexed in the same order. If I modify the shape of the second cube, we can use it to create a shape key on the first cube. Object Data Properties, Shape Keys, Shape Key Specials menu, Join as Shapes. Because the vertex indexing is the same for both meshes, the new shape key works as expected. The problem we are going to solve is when the vertex indexing between two otherwise identical meshes is not the same. This can happen a number of ways, but I imagine the most common would simply be because the meshes were individually edited to add or remove vertices. To demonstrate here, I'll just scramble the vertex order on our second cube. I have no idea why such a function would be useful enough to put in the mesh menu, but it will serve our purpose here. Notice now that the vertices of each mesh are no longer indexed in the same order. If we again use Join as Shapes, we see that the new shape does not work as expected. This is a common shape key problem. Let's install the add-on. Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, Install. Don't forget to enable it. The way the add-on works is to first perform a BFS traversal over both meshes to correctly identify corresponding vertices. That is, we programmatically trace the edges of each mesh to create a lookup table of vertex indices, keeping track of which vertex we found first, then second, then third, and so on. Once we have done that for both meshes, we can use the lookup tables to correctly identify all corresponding vertices. But in order to start it off, we need the user to manually select 3 corresponding vertices on each mesh. So on our source mesh, which we selected first, we select 3 connected vertices of a single face. Then on our target mesh we select the corresponding 3 vertices, in the same order as we did on the source mesh. Now we can go to our Shape Key Specials menu and select Join as Shapes by Topology. And we find that the new shape key works as it should. Keep in mind that this add-on does not modify either mesh's vertex indices, nor can it be used to correct goobered shape keys on a single mesh. If anything goes wrong, just hit undo and check that the meshes actually have the same geometry. If they don't, you will see errors beginning where they differ in the shape key deform. Also verify that you correctly selected corresponding vertices in the same order. Questions and comments can be made in the thread at Blender Artists. Link in the description. That's it.